Rawr. Did I get you? The world has many unsolved mysteries. Even yourself might have unsolved mysteries. Might be with your relationship, might be with your family, might be with your friends. You never know. So today, I'm going to discuss some of the mysteries that I still haven't solved out myself. And I just want to know if y'all know. And as you guys know, it's coming close to Halloween. So I thought of the idea of a spooky video. That was more better in my head. But before we get into it, we finally hit 1,000 subscribers. And you know what's even better? We went from 0.8% to 0.9%. So I just want to thank y'all for that. Now, for everyone that subbed, give yourself a round of applause. And if you're a new viewer here, welcome. You can subscribe if you want to. I say do it, you know. So now after all that, let's get into it. This first topic I'm about to bring up came all the way back in 2016. To this day, I'm wondering who was this evil enough to come up with this rumor to scare all black people. Me, you know, being part black and all. And this all started when the next president of the United States was coming up, Donald Trump. This was during the presidential debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald J. Trump to become the 45th president of the United States. Now, this rumor was, if you are black, Trump is sending you back to Africa. Huh? At first, one of my friends told me, I thought they was joking. And then I heard an adult mention it to me. I'm scared for my life. To this day, I have never been to Africa, and I don't even speak any African languages. And then you telling me all of us is going back to Africa was just crazy. It didn't matter if you was Blasian. It didn't matter if you was black and Mexican. You're going to Africa. And for all my family members that wasn't black and they supported Trump, I thought they were racist. I ain't gonna lie. Even some of my white friends that voted for Trump, I thought they was racist too. And then my school had this thing where we can vote for like Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, but you're a kid, so it was like just for fun. And then most of my table group was voting for Donald Trump. I was like, y'all for real gonna do me like that? And when they announced the winner, it was 350 to like 140 to Donald Trump. And when the actual election happened and they announced the winner, like in November 2015. So I got up, got ready for school at 6 a.m. I asked my grandma who won. She said Donald Trump. Now when I tell you, when I heard that come out of her mouth, I was purely terrified. I really thought it was the end of the world for all African Americans. So when I got to school, I was all sad and stuff, saying goodbye to my friends, saying this is it for us. And all my other black friends too was scared as well. But now looking back on it, I just really want to know who made up that false rumor, because you should be put behind bars for life for scaring kids all across America. All right, so this next one, I want to say is pretty well known, but people don't take it so seriously. This is when the higher ups and the bigger stars were supporting on moving to Mars. I mean, they still are now, but still. And that's why there's a rover on Mars, to see if there's any life and to see if the place is safe to live on. Trying to spectate life, and then they're coming out with facts and statements saying humans can live on Mars. So now you just got to think, why do they want us on Mars and talking about us going to Mars? Like even celebrities were supporting this stuff. Main factor, LeBron James. Like and another huge supporter, Elon Musk. And he's one of the biggest supporters on people living on Mars. He wants major colonies to live on Mars. There really hasn't been any reason on why people want to live on Mars. Certain speculation to me is the Earth is going to end soon. Not in my timeline, at least. I hope not. I pray not. Probably to the fact of global warming, pollution, and war. And just recently, the Sahara Desert was filled with water. A lot of theorists believe that the end of the world is coming soon. Mainly people that believe in religion due to this quote in the Bible. I don't really know. I hope not. Also, the ocean levels are rising due to the fact that icebergs are melting. And the Sahara Desert has been in a drought for over 50 years. So that also leads to speculation. You know what I'm saying? Which that is going to severely change the world in like, let's say 30 years or so. Also, people are saying that an asteroid is going to hit Earth in like 2 months. They said there's an asteroid behind the moon, which is actually true. But come on, man, I'm not even 30 yet. And it's every 3 to 5 years or so they're talking about the world ending. First 2012, now this? Like, bro. Like, let me live my life for y'all to decide to end this world. The mystery I'm about to talk about is a very serious matter and is still unsolved to this day. You can look this story up on Reddit if you want more details. On Thursday, December 12th, 1985, there was a toddler walking around Kmart with no parents or guardians in Spanaway, Washington. Eventually, people realized they wanted to get authorities to help her find her parents. Once the authorities arrived, they tried to get as much information as they could from the toddler. They really didn't get a lot of information from her, but there was one comment that struck them all. "Mommy is in the trees." Not long after they published on the local newspaper that she was missing. Her name was Crystal. Not long after her grandmother, Louis Conrad, took her into care. Not much longer after taking her granddaughter in, Crystal seemed to be uneasy, terrified, and shaken, which was assumptions that based on something she'd seen, and was probably the reason why she was walking alone in Kmart. And during that time, people still had questions going on. The main factor was, where was her mother? They did a search and rescue for 2 months. They found a body deep within the forest with 17 wounds around LB and the tube sock tied within the woman's mouth. They then realized it was Crystal's mother, Diana Robertson. They did a further search nearby. What they found was an abandoned 1982 Plymouth pickup truck covered in bloodstains. Inside the car, there was a handwritten note within the dashboard, only saying 4 words: "I love you, Diana." The truck belonged to her partner, Mike Remmer. He was an outdoorsman and a trapper, and he most likely spent his time outside in the woods. They were continuously looking for Mike, but he was nowhere to be found, which the police came to a conclusion that Mike was responsible for Diana's death. 2 months ago, prior on October 19th, Mike was arrested for assault and malicious damage after allegedly kicking down her door, throwing her to the floor, and rubbing her face on the carpet. They also connected her to a double which the case hasn't been solved from not that too long ago. The man Stephen Harkin was found shot to death while in his sleeping bag, and his friend Ruth Cooper was found dead by being strangled with as well. Both had a tube sock tied around their neck. On March 26, 2011, a hiker discovered a partial human skull about a mile away where Diana's body was found. A subsequent analysis revealed that Mike was the killer and was a victim himself. So my main question is, how did Crystal end up at Kmart, which was 30 miles away from her mother's incident? And did Crystal see what all happened? And did she eventually reveal on what she saw? But a possibility could be the serial killer could have just dropped Crystal off at Kmart, drove back nearby where Diana's body was, and just himself. We may never get the answer. Prayers to the people and family that had to go through this. This next one I'm going to talk about is also serious. This unsolved mystery goes all the way back in 2000. Asha Degree, a young little girl that was born from Shelby, North Carolina. At the age of 9, Asha walked out of her home willingly around 2:30 a.m. Her family reported that was the last time they seen her. On the holiday of Valentine's Day, she shared a room with her brother. During a massive thunderstorm, Asha was sighted multiple times walking down a rural desolated highway, only by herself, in the pouring rain. But after that night, no one's never seen her again. Immediately after that, she was labeled as missing. After that, there was only a couple statements reported. One person said after she saw Asha walking alone at 4 a.m., she decided to come back around to see where the little girl was. The only assumption was she walked into the woods alone. And the police, the only thing they found about Asha was her book bag discovered in a trash bag and was buried deep down inside in Burke County, not that far away from her house. And that was the only lead they had 1 year later in 2001. Since then, there has been no lead since or any findings of Asha. As of 2024, the only thing the police have said and confirmed about Asha was she was killed. My question is this: who convinced Asha to meet them far away in a quiet area alone? My main speculation on the whole situation is this: around Valentine's Day, Asha probably met a man or a woman, convinced Asha to meet them somewhere far away from her house alone, so no evidence can trace back to them. And then when he met up with Asha, they went into a car. Even after that, they probably took Asha even farther away. And then that's when I feel like they killed Asha and buried her remains somewhere, maybe in a ditch or maybe in a lake. Hopefully what happened to Asha would truly come out one day, because at that young of age, I bet it was scary. And as well, prayers to her family, and I hope they find out the truth on what happened to Asha. Alright, so those two last ones were very serious, so let's try to, ease up the mood a bit. Just don't want to end off this video very depressing. So, the last mystery. But first, let me just show you these two videos real quick.
Oh, come on, man. Now that ain't even fair, Bronny. At all. Bronny got like 14. He need to be playing the big boys game.
Well, I'm a little bit more advanced, in the Olympic year. So like in 04 when I went into my second year, 08.
Still didn't get it? All right, let me show you another example. If you still didn't get it, then I'll just tell you. It's still an unsolved mystery for celebrities and influencers to get their hairlines fixed. The surgery usually happens if your hairline is receding, or just in general, your hairline is so bad it looks like the McDonald's logo. Now, do I have a problem with people getting a hairline surgery or a hair transplant? No. My thing is when celebrities or influencers deny it. Like your hairline was just receding a month ago. Now, I don't know where your haircut more crispy than Jalen Rose. Like, we know you ain't switch your barber. And even if so, why isn't it very popular? Or the paparazzi didn't catch them going out the hospital? That's the mystery for me. How do these celebrities get these hair transplants and these surgeries done without being caught? One of my theories is this: they set up a surgery inside their house and just get it done there, so people won't realize on what they're doing. Now, nothing wrong with that, because a surgery costs between $6,000 and $12,000, and it just happens with age. Or another one is they use like some gel to like grow back their hairline. I'm not really sure on what it's called, but I think it's out there somewhere. But yeah, that was my final theory. I think I'm right on all of them, on my speculations, and it is truly sad about Diana as well as Asha and the other victims. My condolences to their families and friends, but I do appreciate all the love that's been coming in. I'm gonna try to post more consistently. I'm sorry it's been a minute since my last video. It just takes a minute to find time to like edit these videos, especially with my schedule going on, but I'm gonna try hard as I can to post way more faster. Another thing is too, I'm super glad that, man, as I was saying, I'm super glad that, bro, I'm making a video.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Wait, I didn't mean anything. I said everything I said was false. Wait.
Come for the danger, got 6 in the chamber. I'm hitting all angles, you know. Niggas be haters, but don't get no paper. Feel like I'm your savior, like bitch, I'm the GOAT for real. This revolver, let it blow for real. All these bitches let me go for real. It's the path that you chose.